You just finished 12th grade. Everyone's telling you that this is your golden moment, the start of your dream life. But what if I told you this new beginning is actually the start of one of the biggest regrets you will ever have? Because here's the brutal truth. 99% of students who finish up 12th end up wishing they could rewind and do things differently. They get stuck in dead-end courses, drown in pressure, and lose years chasing dreams that weren't even theirs. In this video, I'm going to expose exactly why almost every student regrets the choices they make after 12th. And more importantly, how you can avoid becoming part of the 99%. If you want to break the cycle, listen closely. This is the reality no one's telling you. Right after 12th, almost every student is pushed into a predefined mold: engineering, medicine, or commerce. This safe path is sold as the guaranteed road to success. But here's the catch. This formula is so overcrowded, so blindly followed, it often leads nowhere but frustration. The pressure to join engineering or medicine isn't just from parents, it's a cultural phenomenon in India. But what students don't realize is that the safe path is anything but safe anymore. Thousands of students complete for a shrinking number of seats. The cutoffs soar higher every year, and the competition kills creativity and genuine passion. Take Tanmay Mandal, a 25-year-old civil engineering graduate from Bhopal, invested $4,000 in his degree, which was a significant financial strain for his family, earning only $420 monthly. Now, despite the hefty investment, Tanmay found himself learning very little about construction, as his teachers lacked proper training. Unsurprisingly, he couldn't answer technical questions during job interviews and has been unemployed for the past 3 years. He regrets not studying at a better college and is now pursuing a master's degree at another private institution, hoping to enhance his social status. Similarly, the report by Teamless Degree Apprenticeship indicates that only 10% of India's 1.5 million engineering graduates are expected to secure jobs in the current year, primarily due to a significant skills gap. The sad truth, the safe path is a crowded highway with no exits, and students blindly driving down it are destined to regret the journey. See, after 12th, it's not about learning anymore, it's now about marks. The entire system makes students chase ranks and cutoffs, losing sight of what education should really be: growth, curiosity, skill building. The obsession with marks pushes students into rote learning, mugging, and endless exam drills. Critical thinking and creativity are crushed under the weight of syllabus completion and test scores. For example, Gayatri, a science student passionate about learning since childhood, cracked several competitive exams after 12th grade. However, she shared on LinkedIn how the intense pressure to prepare for JEE and other exams made her hate the STEM subjects she once loved, severely damaging her mental health. Studies by education expert confirm this systemic failure. Indian school system emphasizes memorization rather than understanding. And when students enter college, this foundation cracks. They feel lost, disengaged, and unprepared for the real-world challenges. No wonder the post-12th regret is so high. Students realize too late that their marks don't translate to meaningful skills or opportunities. Now, imagine being handed a map without any landmarks or direction, then told to cross a minefield blindfolded. That's exactly what millions of 12 pass-outs face when choosing a career path. No guidance, no clarity, just random guesses. Most students have little to no access to real counseling. Schools rarely offer career guidance, and families rely on hearsay or outdated advice. The result? Students pick courses or colleges based on hearsay, peer pressure, or ads. Picture this: a 15-year-old hunched over textbook at 2 a.m., fueled by parental hopes and a Red Bull, terrifying of failing at life. Now, this isn't fiction, it's the reality of millions of class 10 and class 12 students. The National Mental Health Survey 2016 found 7.3% of teens aged 13 to 17 have mental disorders, with depression and anxiety leading the pack. Fast forward to 2025, and studies show depression among school children is now the most prevalent mental health issue affected. This lack of clarity and support is a major cause of regret. When you're forced to make life-altering choices blind, mistakes are inevitable. Education shouldn't break your family's bank, but for most Indian students, finishing 12th means stepping into a financial trap. Massive fees, loans, and debts that haunt them for years. Private colleges, coaching institutes, and study abroad programs come with with hefty price tags. Families take loans, sell assets, and sacrifice saving to fund these dreams. 4 years after receiving his Bachelor's of Technology degree in Electronics and Communication, B.A. Chandradhiran was forced to concede defeat. He had graduated in 2011. He applied for engineering jobs but with no success. Between 2012 and 2013, he sold insurance in Chennai. The following year, he became a data entry operator with a construction company in Thanjavur. But his job did not satisfy him and his salary was not enough to repay his education loan. So he abandoned that job too in 2015 and started preparing for bank recruitment examinations. Jaya had taken a rupees 1.5 lakh education loan in his second year in the engineering college. In 2018, after 7 years, he still owed rupees 3 lakhs. And now, God knows how many are trapped similarly. In fact, according to multiple credible sources, the default rate on students' education loans in India is significant, with over 7% to 8% of education loans turning into non-performing assets. RBI and Indian Banks Association data from 2017 show NPS in education loans rising from 5.7% in 2014 to 15 to 7.67% in 2016 to 2017, with total NPS worth over rupees 5,000 crore out of a 67,000 crore outstanding loan book. This increase in NPS coincided with slowing fresh graduate hiring and layoff in the tech sector. The pressure of repaying loans adds mental stress and can trap students in low-paying jobs just to survive, making regret inevitable. Regret after 12 isn't just about choices or money. It's about mental health. The pressure cooker environment creates anxiety, depression, and worse, leaving students broken and alone. The weight of expectations, fear of failure, and isolation take a toll on students. Many hide their struggles due to stigma or lack of effort. A large multi-state survey of 8,000 college students across 9 states found that over 12% had suicidal thoughts in the past, and more than 5% had attempted suicide. Academic stress was cited as the main trigger by 61% of engineering students, highlighting how exam pressure and fear of failure weigh heavily on young minds. And finally, many students realize that their expensive degree does not guarantee employment. The gap between education and industry needs leave them unprepared and jobless. A degree has become just a certificate, not a skill proof. The industry demands practical skills, community, and adaptability. Now, these are qualities that are rarely nurtured in traditional colleges. According to India's Graduate School Index 2015 by Mercer, only about 42.6% of Indian graduates are employable for top in-demand jobs and skills, with employability in technical roles at around 43.5% and non-technical at 42%. Now, without skill development, a degree is just a paperweight, and students realize this bitter truth too late. So it's not a single problem, it's a perfect storm of outdated education systems, blind choices, financial strain, and mental health crisis. But here's the good part. Awareness is the first trap. If you're watching this before making decisions, take a moment, think critically, seek real guidance, focus on skills, and please protect your mental health. Don't be part of the 99% who regret. Be the 1% who rewrites the rules. If you want me to make a full video on how to avoid these traps and build a career you love, because your future deserves better, peace.